You want to grow on Instagram, but you don't have a lot of time. You're doing work with the time that you have, but you're not seeing any results. You're frustrated. Luckily, there are small and easy things that you can do today that are guaranteed to help you grow. I've been growing Instagram pages for over 6 years now, and even I am blown away by how big of a difference small changes can make. I knew my ex-girlfriend was wrong. Size doesn't matter. If you don't start growing on Instagram, your business won't grow and you'll continue watching video after video, but be in the exact same place next year. I don't care if you're as busy as Elon Musk, you will have the time to implement these tips and they will help you grow faster. And the fourth one is a sleeping giant. What's necessary for someone to buy literally any product? They have to know that it exists. I know this sounds obvious, but it is so much more important than you realize. I had a brilliant friend in college who studied finance. He always wanted to be an entrepreneur and he knew that I did too. So we'd always be talking about ideas. And when we did, he would always talk about how marketing was useless compared to finance. And I would always just say, you only see the true value of marketing when you're bad at it. He learned that lesson the hard way. He went on to try to build an app to help students budget their money. He spent a ton of time and money investing into building this product to solve a problem he knew existed. But once it was done, he couldn't get anyone to download it because no one could find it. So even the people that would want the app didn't download it because they just simply didn't know it existed. He was bad at marketing. You know who your ideal clients or followers are. Now make sure they find you. Think about what your ideal follower would type into Instagram search bar to try to find someone who offers what you do. And then optimize your profile around that so that you rank as high as possible in search results, making more of the right people find you at the right time. To do this, try to include that word or phrase in as many places as possible across your Instagram profile, like your name, your bio, and even on your content. For easy help, go look at who is currently ranking for that term and see what they have in their name, their bio, and within their content, within the caption section as well, and get inspiration for what you can include in yours to increase your ranking position. Huge pro tip here, if no one has the exact phrase you're trying to rank for within their name, simply putting that in gives you a way better chance of ranking near the top. Optimizing to rank within search will help way more of the right people find you and then follow you. Have you ever noticed that it seems like some people just get everything they want and you don't? Have you ever thought about why that is? My friend Kyle in college always seemed to be talking to or dating a new girl. It seemed like girls just couldn't get away from this guy. For the longest time, I thought he was just some sort of wizard with the ladies until I finally had the courage to ask him the question, how are you doing this, man? And his answer was incredibly simple. He just said, I ask whenever I'm interested. Whether they are or aren't doesn't change at all by me asking, but I'll never know if they were if I didn't ask. Simple in theory, incredibly powerful in practice. You have things that you want people to do on Instagram, so ask them to do it. It's free, there's no downside, and it gets you closer to where you want to go. Include a call to action within your bio on Instagram. When you finally got someone to come visit your profile, either through content or ranking within search, what do you want them to do next? Tell them to do that, but frame it in a way that makes sense for them. Tell them what's in it for them if they do that. An easy top of head example, if you have an email newsletter, would be sign up for our free newsletter below. They know they get more free content that's similar to what you have on your page, and you get their email in return. And this is way more likely to happen because you asked. Get in the habit of asking for things when it makes sense, and you'll get a lot more yeses than you expect. Have you ever noticed that most of your fit friends are the ones that meal prep? I never used to do this, and I always found myself eating things that I shouldn't and eating out more. And I realized it was because I wasn't setting myself up for success in the first place. Meal prepper is just a tool that makes it harder to not hit your goals. By simply meal prepping the stuff that takes a lot of time individually, but doing a lot of it at once, for me, that's rice and protein, you make it way less likely for you to cheat on your diet when you're tight on time. And if you're like me, that's often. So now, once a week, I meal prep my protein and my rice, and I stick to my diet way more frequently. If you're looking to grow on social media, you need to use tools in the exact same way. Make your goals so much harder not to hit by using tools that make it incredibly easy to do the things that you have to be doing, like creating and posting content. Start using a scheduling tool to make sure that you're able to easily have content going out consistently without you stressing day over day. And use AI tools to make it way easier to come up with better content ideas and actually bring those ideas to life and turn them into content. We at Flick create tools that do exactly that. We have scheduling tools and our content lab, which is a suite of AI tools that makes you create better content in way less time. So of course, we think you should use that, and you can do so completely for free for 1 week by using the link down below. But regardless of what tools you're using, start using tools that make your whole process that much easier, whether they're ours or anyone else's. This is going to dramatically increase the chances that you actually hit your goals this year. I'm sure you've heard of this guy right here, Joe Rogan. Like him or hate him, I know that you've heard of him. But how did an extremely mediocre comedian become one of the most famous people on the planet? Obviously through his podcast. But what in particular made it work? Collaboration. Every time he has a guest on, he's able to leverage the authority and audience that someone else has built to help grow his brand. He also gets way more content with way less effort and made hundreds of millions of dollars. Not a bad go. You can achieve the same kinds of things for yourself through collaborating on Instagram. They're constantly building up more tools to make this as easy as possible for you to do. And the two that I recommend using as soon as possible is the collaboration post feature, where at the same time you and another creator can post to both of your audiences at the same time using the same piece of content. And the other is going live with someone else. In real time, both of your audiences will get notifications that you're live. You can provide your value and the other person can provide theirs, and then you're cross-pollinating your audiences, both growing at the exact same time while doing half the work. So what I want you to do today is go find 5 creators that are similar to you or would complement your audience and reach out proposing a collaboration. Tip to make this a lot more effective: have a specific idea in mind for the kind of content that you're going to create. If you lead with this value first, like, hey, you're going to get this awesome content piece that I know your audience would love and you don't have to do a ton of work, they're way more likely to say yes, and it will come back to you in the future with future collaborations with them. It is the easiest and most slept on opportunity within Instagram, and the creators that grow most effectively are leveraging it. You should too. If you're liking what you're seeing in this video, we post videos just like this every single week to help you grow and make more money through content. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the bell button so YouTube actually shows you our videos, because I like hanging out with you, so you should just do it. Another guy I'm sure that you've heard of is Alex Hermosi. If you haven't, you may be living under a rock, because he has absolutely blown up over the past year or so, amassing millions and millions of followers across his different pages. And how he did it really isn't very complicated. Whenever there was a platform he was trying to grow on, he worked with experts that studied exactly what worked on that platform, and he just implemented that and did more of it. You can literally do the exact same for free. Success leaves clues. Go look at your best performing content from the past year or so. How can you rework, modernize, or build upon these proven concepts for future posts? Because if you go back to this proven formula, it is going to work again. It's how social media works. And you'll notice that you've had outliers in terms of your content and how it performed. Go find the best 3 to 5 posts and think about how you can use this to your advantage. And take this a step further by going to some of your competitors' pages and doing the exact same thing with their content. You're going to find things that work and you will grow faster. I want you to get to your goals and stop wasting your time. I don't want you to be in the same spot next year. I challenge you to take the time today, rewatch this video if you need to, and implement each tip. You definitely have the time, and I know you will like where it takes you. And after you've done that, if you do want to check out our tools here at Flick, watch this video right here where I walk through all of it and how you can best use the tools to maximize their impact, save you more time, and help you grow faster. So go ahead and click that. I will see you over there. Keep crushing it. Peace.